What's up, everybody? How are you doing today? It is Thursday, April 24th, and I'm just chilling, Riverside. And I want to tell you something that was kind of cool that I've seen yesterday and today. And I'm jealous, to be honest with you. There's this couple that have a little miniature school bus. And when you live that lifestyle and you convert like a mini school bus or any size school bus into like a little camper, adventure wagon, whatever you want to call it, it's called Skoolie. It's Skoolie life. Basically, it's like van life, but you're living out of a school bus. So it's a very tight-knit community, and they do a lot of cool things. And I want to tell you about the cool thing that they did yesterday, and they're back again today, which I think is really, really cool. It looks like I'm not positive, but it looks like their Skoolie may be four-wheel drive. If it's not, it's at least lifted. And the thumbnail is going to be the picture of the Skoolie. And I was hoping to catch them filming. I'm not sure if they have a YouTube channel or not. I suspect they probably don't. But you know how you have those school bus doors that open up, and they got a bunch of stickers on there. So a lot of those people do that to places where they've traveled and such. But what they did was this was so cool. The male half, she had been driving yesterday, and then they pull up right outside the gate here at the park, and then he pulls in, like it's like a half circle, and then he backs in, and literally he backs up his the school bus, literally hanging over the riverbank's edge, and then they opened up their back door, and I assume they were just chilling out, enjoying the views of the water. And like I kept thinking to myself, man, wouldn't that be so damn cool to get a tour of that little Skoolie bus? But I don't like approaching people. Like if they had a YouTube channel, I'd approach them and then start, dialogue. But they seem pretty much like private people. So I respect that. And the one thing that's really cool is on the passenger right rear, they have two doors that look wider. It looks like that could have been like a handicap accessible short school bus type thing. And I don't know what color you call that, since I have a color vision problem. I guess you'd call that tan, something like that. But heard a guy in a video call these coolers that people use out here Taliban tan. So I guess that's Taliban tan. I don't know. But let me guess the length on this, from front bumper to rear bumper. Oh man, I don't know. 16 to 20 feet. Definitely not longer than that. But I just thought it was such a great idea where they opened up the back door, and they literally, if they wanted to, they could fish right out of that back door. It's one of those emergency exits you have on regular school buses. And I don't know how they have that. It looks like all their windows are tinted, which is good for them. I don't know if they have like a little table there. That would be really cool. Can you imagine waking up to places like this? You have a little dinette table where you can just drink your coffee and look out in the river and watch the fish jumping, the boats go by, whatever. But that's what we're talking about today. Looks like I'm not very good at guessing the age of the vehicle, but definitely it's not something that's new. And a lot of those vehicles have a lot of high mileage on them if they've been sold. So different people put different amounts of money into their investment. But I think it's really cool what these folks did a little while ago, about an hour ago. They just left it parked there. I don't know if they stayed that way all day yesterday or not, but looks like they went for a walk. I think they walked into town to just do whatever. I don't know if they went grocery shopping or just enjoying a cold snack somewhere at a restaurant or eating lunch, but be interesting. I would love to talk to them one day. I just don't feel like it'd be appropriate, But if I see them doing something that could be, you know, possibly YouTube related or social media related, I may approach them and talk to them. Be curious to find out how long they're here. And I never even, matter of fact, I never even saw the. Let me take a quick look here. Hold on one second. I don't see a front license plate, which in Florida you don't have to have a front license plate. I heard that there's a proposal that could change, so I can't tell you if they're from Florida or a state that does not require two license plates, one on the front and the rear. But pretty cool thing. Tell me what you think about the Skoolie life and school buses and stuff like that. I don't know. My thing is, this is just how I feel, and I'm so glad I have this vehicle. I feel awkward at times having the windows on the barn doors on the side, but I pretty much don't like having windows because I don't like for people to have the ability to look in. But I do have the little cage on the windows as like a security measure, and I feel that probably deters anybody from trying to commit an act of theft or anything like that. But looks like they have a pretty cool setup, tinted windows, and it just, I guess what I'm trying to say is I feel like the windows could deter you from attaching anything on that wall, that structure. And if you have windows all the way around, it would be hard. You can't hang cabinets or anything like that unless they have figured out a new creative way that I'm not familiar with. But anyway, just talking a little Skoolie life today, school bus. And I'm willing to bet that short school bus is something Jason Johnson used back in the day in Quinnipiac, Michigan.